Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, today we're going to be going over the benchmark test for the Note Pro 12.2. Now this is the Wi-Fi model, not the LTE version. Why does that make a difference? Well, because it has different internals, namely the processor. So let's go to this processor and see what it has. So this is Samsung's Exynos octa-core. The version is the 5420, which is a 1.9 quad core. Quad core on one side, and then we have a lower quad core, I want to say 1.2 quad core. So you have two quad cores running not at the same time, but separately. One is an A15 and one is an older A7 processor. So again, two 4 cores, but not running at the same time. They're run separately from each other. So we have the 4 and showing you how each run for the main ones. And important as well as this isn't the Snapdragon one, which also has an Adreno 330 graphics card. This has a Mali T628 graphics card, which has done actually very well on the gaming aspect. If you checked out the gaming review, it's done very well. Now, if we go to the next section, important to note that the version of this is going to be Android 4.4.2. You also have built in on the screen resolution 2560 by 1600 and a 320 DPI. It does have 3 gigs of RAM, which is factored out to be about 2775 or about 2.7 gigs. And the available RAM is only about 17% at this time. I'm guessing I have a lot running in the background. The battery is good. It lasts a pretty long time. It's a pretty big battery, 9800 milliamps. Definitely, I've experienced it about 8 hours of 9-hour movie playback. So yeah, so let's check out the results, starting off with Antutu. So for the Antutu benchmark test, we got a 35,347, which does prevail over the existing Note 3 and G2 Adreno 330 and Snapdragon 800 processor and graphics card. So it does cut a little bit above the top ones, the top one right now. Although I don't. Obviously, compared to real world, that's another story. Now, when we go to the comparison side by side compared to the Note 3, we can see that it definitely goes back and forth between the two. In terms of multitasking, it does a better job here. In terms of runtime, it does a very much so better job here. And in terms of RAM and 2D graphics, actually in terms of RAM, 2D graphics and 3D graphics, it takes it right here. And storage seems to run a little bit faster, but slightly, and so does database slightly. So a little bit different between those two. Now let's actually test out, see what the graphics, how it ranked. Well, the graphics didn't rank too high actually. So we had a 9382 on the level for the extreme. So if we go to the extreme, 93, as you can see, a lot of these get maxed out. So like the Tegra Shield, Nexus 5, and some of these really do get maxed out, and we're over around here, which was 9036. I had more at the 93, but again, that's still against devices such as even like the Kobo, which has the Tegra 4 in it. So a lot of Tegra 4 devices here. And over here we have more of the Snapdragon 800 from the Sony to the LG Flex, and even the S4 one. I think the Note 3 actually maxed out as well in this one. Yeah, see a G2 maxed out over here. So a lot of the Snapdragon 800s maxed out in comparison. When we go to the Ultimate, again, a little bit lower. This was 13891, which is well below some of these other ones. So there's the S4, G Flex, Nexus 5, NVIDIA Shield, Note 7 by Tegra, G2, iPad Mini, iPad S5, or sorry, 5S. And then we have the Note Pro 12.2 down here. So again, it's not rated as the best in terms of graphics, but by no means was it bad in graphics when actually playing games. Now for just the CPU itself, it does, as we can see, it does rank above the G2. It doesn't rank above the NVIDIA Shield, however, but pretty good score in comparison just between the CPU. So overall, in terms of benchmarks, performs very well. In day-to-day basis, though, don't really see that much of a lag on this one. The problems that the device had on the Note 10.1 2014 edition really have kind of diminished in this one. As soon as I found out this was an octa-core, I was worried, but honestly, after using it, my fears have been put to rest. It doesn't slow down like the 10.1 2014 editions did. It seemed to have gotten all the bugs out. All right, well, that was the benchmark test and results for the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2. Hope you liked this video. Please give a like, thumbs up if you did. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This has been RCKY, the Android Guy.